Welcome people to my stream where I will stream some nice games from good gamers. I will introduce myself. My nickname is Marconi and I am also a semi-professional StarCraft 2 player. Yes, I wanted to stream some games from good gamers and show to you noobs how to play this game. I am a high-ranked master player, so I know what I'm talking about, unlike most of you noobs out there who will be watching this. So it will be smart for you to listen up and enjoy. For my first game I chose the game between Liquid Hook and Incredible Miracle MVP, the Korean Terran that we all know and like or don't like. So it is a game on Xel'Naga, Protoss vs Terran. Liquid Hook is down and MVP is up. I hope we shall see a good game here. Who am I lying? It will be a good game. I saw the replay already and I'm casting it right now. I won't bullshit you. I saw the replay, so I know what will happen. But you don't, so I will try to make it more exciting for you. As you may have noticed, I'm speaking in a Russian accent because that is what attracts people and it is considered to be funny by American standards and so on. So I decided to change my accent so I will be more fun to you people. This is not how I usually talk English, but for now it will be my special tactics, you could say. Yes, special tactics. Very smart by me. So, back to the game. We see that Hook scouted MVP and saw his Rex in a strange position. MVP is doing another Rex and a reactor head-on, which means that he will most probably go for a fast expansion build that has become quite popular with Terran versus Protoss these days. With 2 racks you can easily secure your expansion and even put some pressure on the Protoss player. And the Protoss player needs to be on the defensive because with 2 racks pressure is very hard to deal with early in the game if you don't have enough units, especially with Marines and some SCVs. That is what MVP will most probably try to do. Huck, on the other hand, is going a standard build. He took another gas, so he will probably go tech at some point in the game. For now, he's doing a stalker and a warp gate. Quite standard build from him, actually. And the units tab show that he has 22 workers. MVP is on 19, but he has that imbalanced Mew that covers a lot of ground for Terrans. And we see a stalker coming up here with a probe. He will most probably try to scout MVP to see what is he up to. MVP notices his probe and gets out with Marines and he will try to chase down this stalker. Stalker is pulling back because he sees a lot of Marines and he can't fight 5 Marines on his own. Well, he can try with his Imba Micro. It is Liquid Hook after all, and we see a warping pylon here, and 2 more gateways are being added, which means that Hook will maybe go for some early pressure. But for now MVP is in a very good position. Reactor Rex with 2 Marines and Marauders producing. Yes, this stalker will be quite slowed and killed. This another stalker is running for his life. And the MVP has noticed the pylon here that he will gladly destroy. Meanwhile, Liquid Huck has finished his warp gate research and is now morphing warp gates. Very nice. 2 sentries warped in and 2 stalkers. He is also going for robotics, yes, that's why he took the early gas, so he can tech up right away. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we have MVP building his second command center, which he will use to expand here. As I said, this is a very good build for Terran, this 2 racks expansion build. Quite popular these days among Pro Terrans, because it is a very good build and Terrans should try to do it more often. The only weakness in this build, I personally think, is that it's quite weak to some early pushes by the Protoss player. Pushes with Immortals and 3 gateways can be quite deadly against it if you don't have enough bunkers to defend against it. But it's all in all a good build. And we see that Hawk has also taken his expansion and quite a few sentries. It is very smart to build a lot of sentries early in the game because they can charge up a lot of energy, so you can use a lot of force fields. The overpowered force fields that everyone is whining about because it's so overpowered, and yes, we all know that bullshit talk. So, Hook with some zealots here, Nexus almost completed, Observer going, and we have 2 more gateways being added. He wants to be sure to be able to defend against some pressure from the Terran that will undoubtedly come sooner or later. MVP is going for a factory, which means that he will most probably build a starport after that and some medivacs for his bio army. And we have a scan here, and he sees an observer, and Hook loses that observer. That's very bad. But we also see him doing 2 more observers, which means that he really wants to see what the Terran is up to. And some nice micro marine here, killed a stalker. We have another observer coming to see MVP's movement. Hook is warned about the incoming Terran army, and he's prepared for attack, warping in some more units. And we should see the fight here now. Yeah, oh, very nice force fields. Yes, surgical force fields, I would say. Splitting up his army, but MC still with a scary force here. Hook is still under the retreat, and MVP is steaming right now. He's running away. He sees that he cannot cope with so many force fields. Very nice force field usage by Hook here. He showed us some great skills. Believe it or not, you really do have to have skills to manage to cast good force fields. Any noob can cast a lot of force fields in a stupid way, but only a few good players can really utilize the full power of the force fields. And as we can see, Hook has clearly shown that he has that ability. So MVP is going back to his base, retreating, macroing up. Yes, we can see that he is exchanging his starport with the factory and the reactor, which means he's going to build medivacs. Yes, of course. Standard pretty play. I think that MVP is in a slight advantage right now because of his mules, so he has the economic advantage, but nothing very serious for now. Hook is trying to destroy these rocks so he can take his gold expansion. Very smart move. He knows that MC is now in a position where he cannot really attack him, so he will try to take the gold expansion while he has the time. Also, he's getting a robotics bay, which means that he will take to Colossus. He has observers the whole time watching the Terran's base, and that is very good. Protoss players should always try to have observers. Yes, you can see that there are 2 observers actually here. So he knows practically every step of MVP, and that is very important for a good player to know what your opponent is doing. Is half of the victory in every game, you could say. MVP is also has destroyed his rocks, yes, and now scan to kill that observer, annoying observers. He's also taking his gold expansion and trying to maybe put some pressure on the Protoss player. He can see that these rocks are almost destroyed, which means that Hook will most probably try to expand there in the near future. A good thing to know. We can also see that he has 1 weapon upgrade for his infantry. Very good. Upgrades are very important for both Protoss and Terran player, because without upgrades your army is made of pussies and easily dies to anything. Especially if you're Protoss and against a superior upgraded bio army, those Protoss units are turned into weak pussy shit units that die very easily. So you need to have upgrades, which Hook currently does not have. Oh, yes, he has. I'm sorry. Yes, he is upgrading his weapons. Also a Twilight Council, so he'll probably research Blink and Zilla Charge. Very good upgrades for your gateway units. We can also see that MVP is going for the expansion now. He'll probably build a planetary fortress here to defend. Meanwhile, Liquid Hook with a pretty good army of 2 Colossus and some sentries with a lot of energy that could prove quite deadly for the Terran army, but we have ghosts here. We could easily EMP his whole army if he's not careful, but Liquid Hook with a nice split here, not allowing his units to get clumped up. Yes, and we can see that that is too much for MVP to handle right now. Very nice micro control by Hook. He's showing us why he is the fucking master of Protoss. Yes. He is going to finish up this rock so he can take an expansion here. Nice play by both players. Yes, we can see that Zealot speed is currently upgrading. Very good move by Hook. Charge Zealots are much better than normal Zealots, of course. And we can see that the MVP is going for some sort of diversion attack that Hook did not even notice. This could be very painful. These Team Marines take short work of the probes. A lot of Terrans actually do that. You know, when you're fighting, you're not really watching your base, and that's when the opportunity, when a lot of Marines come in and destroy all your probes in a matter of seconds, and that can be very painful. I know firsthand, of course. And we can see that MVP upgraded his orbital, so he is pretty sure that he can hold this with his army, and that additional income from those mules can prove quite vital. You can see that the income is almost the same for both players now. MVP is moving out. He's trying to take out this expansion right now before it even finishes. But Hook is coming. Oh, some nice force fields again, and he killed those poor little ghosts, and now he tried to snipe Colossus, but no Colossus died. Meanwhile, yes, that attack with Marines that I warned about, quite deadly. You can see that they make short work of probes in a matter of seconds. And meanwhile, another attack there, very nice force fields. Hook has trapped his MVP's army and burning them up. Yes, very nice move. You can see that it's melting his army, and those Vikings cannot kill those Colossus fast enough before they burn everything up. And he will probably lose these Vikings right now. Stalkers don't have blink, so they will manage to escape. But very nice play by both players. Some good EMPs, but Hook made better usage of his abilities of the units. He used those force fields quite nicely. As you can see, he's quite good with those force fields. That's why I like this player. And he attacks the gold expansion of the Terran. It will be very hard for him to defend with this army, as he has to retreat, and he's using his mules to defend, and that's not really good, you know. And the Protoss player is now retreating because he made enough damage, sniping a little bit of the army right now with his Marauders, but nothing too serious. We still see that he's on 1-1 grade. Meanwhile, Hawk has 2 weapons. He should also, yes, and he's upgrading armor right now. Although I don't know why he didn't put 2 forges, so he can have the double grade. Well, anyway, it's Hook, and I'm a noob, so I won't tell anything to him. We can see that Hook switched to Immortals because he sees that the Viking count is too large and it's not really affordable to build Colossi because they get sniped very easily and have no use practically in a fight. Immortals are a much better choice at this point in the game. MVP is trying yet another attack on the gold expansion, but there is a lot of army here from Hook, some Guardian Shields and Chariots charging up. We can see that MVP is trying to harass him. He's not trying to destroy the expansion, but harass him so that he loses mining time while he sets up his own expansion to work.